Hello, everyone. I wanted to talk to you today about something I think parents will find very exciting. Kids today have so many different devices with their phones, their computers, their tablets, their gaming stations, even the smart home devices like a Google Home or an Amazon Echo or a Dot. So many different things. And then parents are struggling to figure out what parental controls to set on each device. Well, Bark has come up with an answer for this. They have created something called Bark-o-matic. You can get to this tool at bark-o-matic.com, bark-o-matic.com, and it does have dashes on either side of the O in the middle. So I'm going to show you how this works. What this is, it's the ultimate resource for online parental controls, and it's very personalized for what your child uses on a day-to-day basis. So this is, if you read what they have on their screen, Bark-o-matic is the internet's first customizable resource for parental controls. No matter how your child uses the internet, we can provide you with the information you need to quickly, easily, and in one location. They're going to tell you how to set up the parental controls for each and every device, app, social media that they use. So it's really simple to use. You tell Bark-o-matic what your child uses. It's going to go through and analyze everything that you told it, and then it's going to give you the results and tell you step by step everything that you need to do to keep your child safer while they're online. So I'm going to go through this with you and show you how easy this is. I'm going to click the launch button, and you just answer questions. Do your children have smartphones? Mine do. So we'll click yes. What kind of smartphone do your children have? Now, we didn't go the smart route. We went with the iPhone. If you want to be able to really control your child's device, you would want to buy an Android. Android is more of an open platform, while iPhones are more closed platform. Apple just doesn't allow these third-party companies like Bark to have access to the things that they need in order for parents to be able to really control them. But what we have is iPhones, so I'm going to select that. And then it starts getting very specific. Which iPhones do your children have? So if you'd picked Android, it would be asking you what Android phones. I have one child that has an iPhone 7 and the other one has an iPhone SE. Going to keep going here. Now, what apps do your children use? I don't allow any social media yet. They're still quite young. I have a preteen and a young teen. We do allow some YouTube. They are on GroupMe for some church activities, and my oldest is wanting to start with Twitch. He watches it, but he doesn't have a Twitch account yet, but he wants a Twitch account, so I'm going to mark that one as well. That's about all they have right now. Then, what is your children's email provider? We use Gmail. Which of the following gaming platforms? They have a PS4, and my oldest uses Steam on his computer. Which of the following games do your children play? They play Minecraft, they play Fortnite, Mario Kart, Clash of Clans, although it's the older version of Mario, but we'll click that one for now. And let's see. That's it for now. They have one, my oldest plays, well, I guess they both do. They play Overwatch. So need to get Bark to add Overwatch to that list. Hit next, and they are constant. This is a constantly changing tool. As they come up with new stuff, they're going to modify the tool and add in the new stuff. Who is your family's cable TV provider? We use TDS, so ours is not listed. What streaming services does your family use? We have an Apple TV, but don't really use it. We do use Amazon Prime. We have a free Hulu account because of our Sprint service, and we have Netflix. Do your children have access to the internet in your home? Yes, they do. Home internet service provider. Again, ours is TDS, so it is not listed. Do your children have access to a computer in your home? Yes, they do. They have, oldest has a PC and a Chromebook, and my youngest, his laptop just died. It was also a Windows, though. Which browsers do they use? We have them use Chrome. Do your children have access to a tablet? Yes, they do. My youngest has an iPod Touch. They both have an Amazon Fire, and they borrow my iPad. Does your family have any smart home devices? Yes. We have the Amazon Echo. We actually have 3 of those. And then here's a question. They are trying to find out if this would be something that people would want to have. If we provided a technology concierge service, would you be interested in a one-on-one video call to help guide you through setting up parenting controls on accounts and devices? So they haven't started this yet. They're just trying to get an idea whether or not this would be useful for people. Since I am an IT director, I don't feel that I need that right now, but I do think many parents would benefit from that. Here, they want your email address, and the reason they want it is so that they can send you your results so that you will have a copy of the results for how to set up the parental controls for all those things that you just talked about. And then you can also get updates from Bark if you want to. So after I hit show me my results, I will get an email with the results with step-by-step instructions for setting up the parental controls. And it will also show me on my screen what those are as well. So I'll have a copy in my email. So it's going to generate my results. Here we go. Bark-o-matic has generated your personalized results. You scroll down for step-by-step instructions for every device and social media platform. They also have other resources for best practices to keep kids safer online. You can create technology contracts. You can talk to your kids about online safety. You can sign up for a 1-week trial of Bark. And let me tell you, I encourage you to go to my blog and go through my link, and you will get 20% off the lifetime of your subscription if you use my link. If you just go straight to Bark, you won't have that coupon code. And then also there's a blog about the top 5 social media apps. So let's look at what was generated for my family. Under the iPhone, we have an iPhone 7 and an iPhone SE. If I click on one of these, it's telling us that it's important to have the latest iOS 12. That's because it includes screen time. I have a blog post about that as well if you're interested. But screen time is important for parental controls. And so if you go down here, it tells you how to set up Apple Family Sharing in order to fully utilize that iOS 12 update with the screen time. Talks to you about how to set up a family sharing account so that you can all have separate Apple IDs, but then you can work together with your children using those Apple IDs. You create child accounts under yours. Then it goes into screen time, how to set up downtime and app limits. And it even talks to you about content and privacy restrictions that you should set up on their devices. So this is going into, that's the phone situation. Then it starts going into your app management. I'm not going to read the whole thing or this video would be really, really long. But for instance, with YouTube, it tells you some things that you need to remember as far as using YouTube goes. It does say that if you have younger children, YouTube Kids would be a better choice. It doesn't guarantee they won't come across something that you might find objectionable, but it's supposed to be a safer place for the younger kids. And then it tells you the best way to set up YouTube for the kids, how to change your settings for YouTube Kids, how to allow only approved content. And then it gets into, if you have the older kids like mine that are preteen and teenagers, how to use restricted mode and the best way to use YouTube with those kids. And then you can look at the same thing for all of your other social media platforms, your email provider, how to create accounts for children under 13, how they're different for the ones over 13, how to set up filters, how to check your child's email from your account, it goes into a great amount of detail. And then here's your gaming platforms. Fortnite is huge. So they talk about whether it's appropriate for children, how Fortnite is used with Twitch, the parental controls that you can do to turn off voice chat option in Fortnite, how to report other users if you come across one that's bullying or acting inappropriately. So these are great, wonderful, because you have everything all in one place. How to set up parental controls for your Hulu, your Netflix, your Amazon Prime, how to create a profile for your child, how to create pins, and then on down into the Chromebook, your browsers, how to create Google Family Link, how to add the new users, and of course you also want to disable the guest user, how to manage websites and permissions. There's so much here. It's unreal the amount that they've pulled together in one place. That's why this is so great for parents, especially those that feel like their children are 2 steps ahead of them when it comes to technology. So I encourage you to go to bark-o-matic.com and check out this great personalized parental control help that they've set up here. And if you enjoy this, I think you would also like to find out more about Bark. I have a separate post about Bark. Bark is a monitoring software that you can set up that monitors your children's activities. If they post something that's inappropriate or send an email or a text with something inappropriate, then Bark just sends you an alert email so that you're not having to sit there with their phone every night going through everything in their phone to make sure they're using it appropriately or that their friends are using it appropriately. Anything that comes across it, Bark is going to catch that if it's one of their flags, and then they're going to send you an alert so that you can then sit down with your child and have a discussion about what was found. So thank you for watching about Bark-o-matic, and I encourage you to go to bark-o-matic.com and try this out for yourself. And in the meantime, make sure you go and check out some of my other blog posts on screen time and also the Bark monitoring software as well. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can see some of the other videos that I have. Thanks for watching.